Hello guys, it's me Steve again. I've been trying to think about something to post here, and I think probably most of everybody here that wants to start to post videos think the same thing. Say, oh my god, what can I post? And I didn't want to be too easy on it, like oh, I just want to post something just to get attention or something like that. I really truly want to post something that I really believe, and I'm a very outspoken person, and so I like to talk about stuff that is being on. Yesterday I was talking with a friend of mine, and he told me that Steve, why if you're doing a video blog about a foreigner living in London, so it's not the best way to start. Because I'm here in London abroad, because I lived in Gran Canaria as well, Spain, and say if you more than 10 years already living abroad, it's not the best for you. The best way for you to start is not give you some tips for foreigners that want to start to their lives in a different country as well. Because of course, like if you're going to live in America, in Europe, Spain, London, it's different places, different cultures, different language. But one thing that I noticed with my traveling through the years is some aspects of the thing are pretty much the same, especially about the way you see yourself, the way you behave when you go to a different country, especially when you come from a country like Brazil or any place in South America, because normally in those places, in America it's like that as well, but they have English as a first language. That is a good thing if you want to go abroad, because as you know, English is the most spoken language in the world. But I was thinking, like when you live in a country in South America, normally go abroad is very expensive, and most of the population doesn't have that money. So when we go abroad, normally we're going for good. We're going to stay 1 year, 2 years, because we've been saving money to do that, or parents pay. But even if your parents pay that, it's not cheap. So you don't go abroad very often. So I was thinking, like, what's the best way to describe that and to give maybe some advice about it. And I think I kind of start to find a good way to tell that. I really like to do the next thing that I might understand a bit better than everybody else. That is a life as a foreigner, that gives especially tips for people that not like me that is so long here, but people that is planning to go abroad, or people that just arrived in the country. Doesn't matter which country you are arriving. And I think it's a good way to start, so let's do it right now. So the first thing that you need to have in mind is where you want to go. And if you're going to for a country like America or any country, before you go, I'm saying that because I did that mistake, so don't do that as well. Know where you're going, knowing how to take the transport, how is the currency, and know a little bit of the language of the country that you're going. They're gonna save you a lot of really rush time. If you're coming from a country that you need, especially if you're coming from a country that you need a visa to go, so you probably need to go through immigration and stuff. So be really aware about the reason because you're going, the documents that you need to show there. Just don't lie about anything, or if you want to lie, be very sure that you can prove the otherwise. Don't be nervous, you know, because people that work in an airport, they can smell that, you know. So if you're nervous, even that have nothing to do about your visa or the reason because you're going to that country, they might think that is suspicious. So they're not even think about might be your visa, but they might think that you're carrying drugs or whatever. So don't be nervous, you know, like they doing their job. So what you need to do is to be sure that the place that you're going to stay, how long you're going to stay, about especially the amount of money and clothes that you bring, if that is correct with the time that you're gonna stay. Because for example, you cannot say that you're gonna stay for 1 month and bring 4 suitcases of clothes, you know. That doesn't make much sense. And the same in the other way around as well. If you're coming to stay, like for example, you're going to study or something, you're going to stay for 2 months, 3 months, it doesn't sound right you bring a very small tiny suitcase with clothes, you know. Like they really picky on this kind of thing. Don't bring anything that, you know, anything that they might say that is illegal in the country. Even that is not, like, of course I'm not saying that you're gonna bring drugs, but even food, you know, you need to be aware that not all kind of food is allowed to get in the country. So I'm suggest you to check in an internet, in the country's website, what you can bring to the country or not, you know. And another thing, like I said, for you, like, it's very, very helpful if you understand a little bit about the language of the country you're going, so you can talk with the immigration officer more freely. You can really explain yourself.
What should I do now?
There's a good reason because I choose Where is Waldo to introduce this chapter. And all my friends used to call me where is Waldo? They used to call me Waldo because one of the reasons is because I was totally lost. Here, if you buy the 1 week travel card, you got the right to use the buses as well. You know, you pay one week for 1 week, and you can take how many times the train and the buses as you want. I was taking the train for 1 month, paying for 1 week travel card, and every single time they took the bus, I pay the bus driver for the bus. You know, you need to investigate it. You know, I didn't. I just think like that. I was saving money to buy a car, and one day I say, you know what, I'm gonna go to England, and I just came here with I still have no idea how they allowed me to get in the country, but they did. But I was completely lost. So don't do that. If you're going to a country, know at least how much the bus cost and how to take it. You know, if there's a 1 week travel card, 1 month travel card, how the country works in that department.